The ocean has a way of pulling us in. It's calm, inviting, almost hypnotic. The sound of waves, the salt in the air, the kind of peace you don't find anywhere else. But every so often, the same beauty that draws us close hides something deadly. Beneath those perfect horizons live predators, toxins, invisible currents, and even the aftershocks of human history. Today, we're stepping onto 10 of the deadliest beaches in the world, places that look like paradise at first glance, but can turn life-threatening in seconds. Reynisfjara, Iceland's deadly black sands. Reynisfjara is the kind of beach that looks like it came straight out of a fantasy movie. Black sand stretching forever, dramatic basalt columns rising like ancient towers, and waves that crash with an icy roar. But behind its beauty lies a danger that most visitors never see coming. Here, the ocean hides a killer known as a sneaker wave, a sudden, powerful surge that rushes far up the beach without warning. One moment you're admiring the sea stacks, and the next, a wall of freezing Atlantic water slams into you from behind and drags you out into the deep. In the last 20 years, at least 5 people have died here. In August 2025, a 9-year-old German girl was swept straight from a cave when a sneaker wave exploded onto the shore. Others have been pulled under and never returned. The real danger comes from the shape of the seabed. It drops off sharply, letting waves build tremendous force. Add the rebound effect from the cliffs, and it creates a backwash strong enough to yank a grown adult into the surf like a piece of driftwood. Tourists come for photos, for the dramatic cliffs, for the sight of waves curling around the basalt pillars. But Reynisfjara doesn't care how careful you think you're being. Here, the ocean is cold, unforgiving, and faster than you can ever react. Fraser Island. Beauty surrounded by threats. At first glance, it's paradise. Crystal lakes, endless dunes, forests growing from pure sand. But nature here has sharp edges. The surrounding waters are home to 2 of the most dangerous jellyfish on Earth. The box jellyfish capable of stopping a human heart in minutes. And the tiny, almost invisible Irukandji jellyfish, whose sting can trigger agonizing symptoms even hours later. And as if that wasn't enough, saltwater crocodiles occasionally appear around the island. Not common, but common enough that you don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The waves are no safer. Fraser Island faces the open Pacific, and its beaches are hammered by unpredictable rip currents and shifting sandbanks. Authorities in Queensland repeatedly warn visitors, don't swim here. Every year, rescues are carried out, and tragically, drownings still happen. But maybe the most unexpected danger is on land. The dingoes. Once wary of humans, years of contact have made them bolder. They roam the beaches freely, and while attacks are rare, they do happen. In 2001, a toddler was fatally mauled. Since then, multiple people, including children, have been injured. Kagari is stunning. But it's a reminder that paradise often comes with rules, and ignoring them can be fatal. Now, we head to South Africa, to a rugged fishing town called Gansbaai, a place that's become famous for all the wrong reasons. Welcome to Shark Alley, a narrow strip of ocean between Dyer Island and Geyser Rock. Thousands of seals gather here, and where there are seals, there are great white sharks. A lot of them. Gansbaai is often called the Great White Shark Capital of the World. Cage diving tours bring thrill seekers from around the globe, hoping to see these massive predators up close safely behind steel bars. But outside those cages, the picture is very different. South Africa has recorded more than 250 shark attacks since the 1970s, and many of the most serious incidents happened right along the Western Cape. The water's visibility can shift without warning. Baitfish gather in huge schools, and surfers and swimmers can easily be mistaken for prey. Gansby is breathtaking, but beneath that deep blue surface is a world ruled by instinct and the survival. And here, you're not at the top of the food chain. The Beach of the Dead. On Mexico's Pacific coast lies Playa Zipolite, a name that literally translates to the Beach of the Dead. And it's earned its reputation. Zipolite's waves look calm until they're not. The seabed drops sharply, creating some of the strongest rip currents in Mexico. You can be standing waist-deep 1 second and be pulled into the open ocean the next. For years, this beach had one of the highest drowning rates in the country. Before trained lifeguards arrived in the 1990s, locals say dozens of people were swept away every year. Between 2007 and 2009, lifeguards performed over 180 rescues. Those numbers give you an idea of how dangerous the currents truly are. Today it's popular with backpackers and surfers, but the ocean here remains unpredictable. Zipolite is beautiful, but it demands respect. Next, we travel to Namibia's Skeleton Coast, one of the most haunting landscapes on Earth. Here, the desert meets crashing waves, and almost everything feels like it's working against you. The fog is thick, the currents are brutal, the reefs and sandbars lurk just beneath the surface, ready to tear open ships. Hundreds of wrecks lie scattered along the shore, rusted reminders of sailors who never made it home. Many who survived the initial shipwreck didn't survive the aftermath. They were stranded between a deathly quiet desert and a vicious Atlantic Ocean. And just when you think that's strange enough, there's something even more astonishing. Lions live here. In recent years, desert-adapted lions have learned to hunt along the shoreline. They follow the scent of seals, seabirds, and even stranded whales. At night, they wander across the dunes, silent shadow moving between shipwrecks. Conservation teams now track them with satellite collars and virtual boundaries to protect tourists. But every so often, these lions still appear where no lion should ever be. On the beach. Skeleton Coast is stunning, but it's a reminder that nature can be both majestic and merciless. Florida's New Smyrna Beach looks like a surfer's paradise. Warm water, perfect waves, and crowds of people enjoying the sun. But this seemingly harmless beach holds a title no other beach wants: the shark bite capital of the world. Between 1956 and 2024, New Smyrna Beach recorded over 275 shark bites, more than any other beach on the planet. Most bites aren't fatal, but the sheer number is shocking. Why so many? The water is murky. Baitfish are everywhere, and surfers crowd into the exact same shallow areas where blacktip and spinner sharks hunt. Most of the time, the sharks aren't attacking, they're just confused. A foot, a hand, a splash. In murky water, it all looks the same. Chowpatty Beach is a cultural icon. Bright lights, street food, families watching the waves crash along the Arabian Sea. But the danger here isn't from predators or waves. It's from pollution. Decades of untreated sewage, chemical waste, and industrial runoff have turned Chowpatty into one of the most contaminated beaches in Asia. Bacteria levels regularly exceed safe limits by shocking amounts. After monsoon season, it gets even worse. The water turns brown, carrying garbage and toxins from the city straight into the sea. Health officials report skin infections, stomach illnesses, and breathing problems linked to the water. And yet, people keep coming because this beach is part of Mumbai's identity. It's a beautiful place poisoned by the modern world. Bikini Atoll, a paradise scarred by radiation. From the outside, Bikini Atoll looks untouched. Calm water, bright sand, lush green trees swaying in the wind. But beneath the still surface lies the legacy of nuclear explosions. Between 1946 and 1958, the United States detonated 23 nuclear bombs here. Entire islands were destroyed. Radiation spread across the atoll. Families who lived here were relocated and told it would one day be safe to return. Many still haven't. Scientists continue to find elevated levels of cesium-137 and strontium-90 in soil, plants, and fish. Some parts of the lagoon remain too contaminated for permanent settlement. Divers now visit to explore the ghostly remains of warships sunk during the tests. But the story of Bikini Atoll is a chilling reminder of how human actions can scar a paradise forever. In northern Australia sits Cape Tribulation, where the Great Barrier Reef meets one of the world's oldest rainforests. It's breathtaking, but packed with danger. In warm months, the waters can be filled with box jellyfish, the deadliest jellyfish known to science. Their sting can cause cardiac arrest in minutes. Saltwater crocodiles lurk along river mouths and beaches, blending so perfectly with the water that you often don't see them until it's too late. And inland, venomous snakes, spiders, and insects that thrive in tropical humidity. The name Cape Tribulation comes from Captain James Cook, whose ship ran aground nearby in 1770. In his journal he wrote, "Here began all our troubles." More than 200 years later, the name still feels accurate. Finally, we end at Haina Beach in the Dominican Republic, a place where the danger isn't sharks, waves, or jellyfish, but something far more silent: lead contamination. For decades, a battery recycling plant leaked toxic metals into the surrounding soil, air, and water. In the 1990s, children here recorded some of the highest blood lead levels ever measured, averaging over 70 micrograms per deciliter. Entire neighborhoods were unknowingly poisoned. Cleanup efforts in the 2000s removed thousands of tons of contaminated soil, and while the environment is safer today, the memories and health impacts remain. Some beaches kill quickly. Haina Beach killed slowly. Which one shocked you most? These were 10 of the deadliest beaches in the world, places where beauty and danger collide in unforgettable ways. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the world's most stunning and sometimes terrifying places.